Hello, welcome to another session of Learn with Veer Sagar. Last time I talked about how you can make your weakness irrelevant and move things to your strength and to your advantage. Today I will talk about a similar thing but more in respect of a small organization for SMEs. SMEs have this problem continuously of trying to meet big organizations in a field of their selection, of the big organization selection. And you are stuck, you have to compete. It's very difficult to compete there because you do not have the kind of resources that they can bring to the table. So what do we need to do? The first thing we need to do is to select our own battleground. Do not get into battle in a field of their selection. Do not take on the enemy head on. Go slice by slice. Guerrilla warfare. So select your area of battle. For example, right, when we started Selectronics, we're a small company. Right? We still are, an SME. And in medical transcription, and then we suddenly found there were big guys coming in with a lot of funds, and we were doing hospitals and they were doing hospitals. But when these big guys came in, they brought in a lot more in terms of infrastructure, in terms of support, etc., which we could not compete against. So what did we do? We said, let's change the rules of the game. We will go down to where it's not been done before. Go to the smaller guys. Go to individual doctors. Go to small clinics. Now here, the big guys can't go. Right? The same reason which gives them strength, volumes, right? Size will become a weakness here because you're going down to a very small unit. So go down there. And then suddenly you find that you got a whole area open to you which there is no competition from the big guys. You're then competing on equal terms because others who compete with you are also SMEs. So this is where you learn that select your own ground and change the rules of the game. More important thing is to change the rules of the game. So when you are doing it to a clinic, that the things that you apply, the things that you give them are so much simpler than you go to a hospital. So you're changing the rules, and then a big company will have difficulty coming down to that level. Similarly, we thought, let's go for gaming. Gaming is a big business, very big business. Again, gaming is big business for big boys with millions and millions of dollars of investment, both for the user who wants to play the game and for the company that wants to create the game. But if you want to be in the gaming business, which is, I think, a very big part of the future, right? Especially with the way digital is moving, then you have to be there in an area where the big guys won't go. So we selected to go on mobile, which is at the bottom end. The non-smart mobile, I don't want to call them any other name, the non-smart mobile, the cheap mobiles. In the cheap mobiles, the way it's constructed is very difficult to have those expensive games because they require a lot of memory. So we created a game which can be played very simply between two people or between with the mobile on a cheap mobile. Here again, the game was cheap, easy, yes, not as sophisticated as the guys you can play on the big one, but good for the level of people that we are looking at. The third example is to change the rules of the game. Like I said, select your own battlefield. Similarly, you select the rules of the game. When you are fighting with the big guy, right, then he can play the price game. The big guy can play the price game. He can squeeze you out. So you have to find where that you are strong. You are strong on value. You are strong on individual service. So look at that and say, you are good at quick responses, in making batch size of 1, so that you can actually please what the customer can want. And also, we can keep the cost down, but we move the discussion from cost to value. So don't discuss cost with the guy again, because any day the big guy can undercut you. So take it to volume, to value. What does it mean to that person? And then you can modify, you can make it to suit that particular customer. So there's some of the things what you got to do is SMEs have a lot of strength. Their strength is their ability, their agility, the ability to take quick decisions because of the lack of levels. So take advantage of that, move the game to decision making, move the game to where a quick response, move the game to where you're looking at what the customer wants and you can give it to him exactly the way he wants it. Change the rules of the game and take it to where it suits you. With that, it's Veer Sagar saying thank you very much till we meet again next time on Learn with Veer Sagar. Goodbye.